You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Sports fans, the trans invasion days of men invading women's sports may be at an end. And it's really all thanks to these left-wing activists who are trying to go after mainly red states who have laws in place saying, hey, if you are a male and you want to play on the female sports teams, can't do it. So they started suing. And some lower court said, yeah, you need to let this male who's identifying as female play. But thanks to our legal system, who has the final say, Rhodes?
Supreme Court.
The U.S. Supreme Court. So all these activists, man, may have just signed it on death warrant when it comes to the trans invasion of female sports. Because guess what? The Supreme Court is going to review the state bans. And we already know how this is going to end. I mean, the Supreme Court is what, 6-3? John Roberts is a little iffy, but John Roberts, I don't believe he's going to go with the left on this one. I think the ban is in place. It's coming nationwide.
About time too.
It's going to happen.
Long time coming, man.
Let's go ahead and look at it, guys. Here we go. So right here on Fox News, Supreme Court to review state bans on transgender athletes' participation in school sports. Idaho and West Virginia appeals could affect LGBTQ plus rights in bathrooms, documents, and beyond. Sex discrimination or gender fairness in scholastic activities. The Supreme Court will decide the decisive social question when it holds oral arguments Tuesday in a pair of cases reviewing separate state bans on transgender and non-binary athletes participating in female-only public school sports teams. The justices are hearing appeals from Idaho and West Virginia after lower courts struck down state laws affecting those students from the elementary to college level. So, yeah.
Okay.
It backfired. Their appeals are going to backfire. The Trump Justice Department is supporting the state laws and will have time at oral argument to talk about federal implications. What the court does, what the court does here could affect other legal fights over LGBTQ plus rights, including transgender people having access to bathrooms or sex designation. And that just jumped on me. I hate that when it happens. Anyway, sex designation of documents like passports and driver's license. The justices could decide to rule narrowly on the rights of athletic competitors or offer a more sweeping precedent over discrimination claims in the workplace, public spaces, military service, government benefits, housing, healthcare, and education. Wow.
Yeah.
One of the equal protection challenges comes from Lindsay Hecketts, a 24-year-old senior at Boise State University who wanted to compete on both NCAA level and club sports teams for women. Hecketts now wants her, I'm assuming this is a him, high court case dismissed, fearing further harassment as he expects to graduate from college this spring. He says he will no longer play women's sports in Idaho, but the justices will decide that question on mootness after argument. Other words, I think he knows he's going to lose.
Yeah, he's trying to get out of there before this totally backfires on him. And guess who all is going to be mad at him? We know how this goes.
It's going to be Mafia.
It's going to be his fellow brethren are going to be coming after him because this is going to backfire. Yeah. And that cleared up my question too, because I was wondering about U.S. governing bodies for the Olympics and et cetera. Now, I don't know exactly where that stands either, but at least
U.S. governing bodies for, the IOC, the president said, that's a wrap. They said no transgenders. You can only compete in your biological. It's done.
Hell,
plus, Trump isn't going to let them in the country either.
Well, I might watch the Olympics this year. I might just do that.
Let me refresh that.
I'm watching the hockey.
They won't get visas to come in the country if they're trying to manipulate and say, "Hey, I'm participating in female sports when you're actually male."
Yeah, good.
That's
point.
what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this next person here I talked about here in West Virginia, now 15-year-old Becky Pepper Jackson seeks to play on women's teams at his public middle school and now high schools. Fox News, fit your pronouns here. This past year, Pepper Jackson qualified for the West Virginia Girls High School State Track Meet, finishing third in the discus throw and 8th in the shot put in the Class AAA division. He has identified as female since third grade and has been taking puberty blocking medication. Somebody needs to investigate these parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's social services.
God, that's gross.
I'm keeping it clean for this, but that is some sick.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
The parents should be reported as well.
Look at this right here. The justice will examine whether the landmark federal law, Title IX, forbidding sex discrimination education, applies to these inclusion cases. See, they weaponized Title IX to bring in gender identity. And I think that could be the tipping point that could actually ban transgenders nationwide. Right there.
Now, let's circle back around for a second to the parents. Until we start figuring out a way to prosecute these parents for abuse, crimes against children, that's the root of this, because a lot of these people have created a social status out of their kids being converted.
We just talked about it right there. I mean, this one kid identifies as third grade. Really? Third grade? That means you're 8 years old.
No way. I mean, I'm sorry, dude. My past go. Yeah,
Hell.
the parents going to be.
I mean,
sitting in a jail cell somewhere.
Easily.
Yeah,
easily.
This is almost as bad as these people doing the nasty with kids. It's almost as bad. Maybe.
Well, it's certainly
despicable.
It's akin to it. I mean, I will say that it's
yeah. That's it. That's what I was looking for.
Because you remember, President Trump has already made an executive order: no men and women's sports. And these states haven't been complying.
This article made a point to bring up.
You got these blue states.
I've got two ways to describe the parents of that. Diaper snipers.
They made a point to bring up the bathrooms and all this and the locker room situations and things of that. Because like I said earlier, I think that is, look, it's unsafe for them to be obviously on a court, in a boxing ring, fencing, whatever the sport is. We have found out that the physical differences can cause literal physical injury, harm. I've said eventually somebody's going to die, especially if it's a combat sport.
We saw what happened last year. Year before last in the Olympics, when you had those boxers completely destroy women in the boxing.
Oh yeah,
but
Albania.
We've got to sever the perverse draw that it is for these men or boys to be in bathrooms, be in locker rooms with actual females. Yeah. Okay, that's a major problem. Those people should not be let in there. It should be considered, in my opinion, a sex crime. To be quite honest with you, it's not gonna be, but it probably should be.
Absolutely.
And because they're literally what we've done.
It's not gonna happen in these blue states, because
what we've done in blue states is we've decided that exposing that boys exposing themselves to girls is not a bad thing, and I can't think of anything that feels more deplorable than that. I mean, that's it's sickening. No
girl wants to see a boy's towel whacker.
I don't know that this is going to go 9-0, but I would guess it'll go 6-3 or something like that.
It's 6-3 at least.
I think this will pass.
7-2.
Yeah.
But look at this here: 29 states. 29 states have bans on transgenders.
Yeah.
What do these states have in common? Alaska. They're all red states.
They're Republican states,
with the exception of New Hampshire, who actually has a Republican governor, but that's very liberal Republican, and Virginia, which is a blue state. And really, guys, the only problem in Virginia is Northern Virginia. All these other states are red states.
Yeah,
so red states overwhelmingly have common sense.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's look at what's going on in Minneapolis right now and then realize you've got parents raising their kids under that umbrella. Yeah. I mean, it's frightening. The future is frightening in a lot of ways, to be honest.
It's very, very frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.